The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy.
Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, rockers and cockers? Welcome in to another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to hang out with us on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that notification button, smash the like button. And of course, before you dip out of here today, get down in that comment section. Throw me some comments, your thoughts and comments on the video. And if not anything else, throw me some horns for that YouTube algorithm and let them know Kilroy was here. If you have a band, song, or a video that you'd like me to check out, head over to the Discord server. Subscribe. It's free. Left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Read the pinned message. Drop a link, a brief description. I will get to it when I can. Today's song is coming from a discussion we were having in a live stream about the 90s and the shift of music. And one song that came up is one of my favorite songs of the 90s. It is Folk Implosion. This was a single recorded for the Larry Clark film Kids, which I think was mandatory watching for every Gen Xer in the 1990s. This is the Folk Implosion. It is Natural One on the Wyldeside. Let's check it out. Great song. That is the Folk Implosion with Natural One from the soundtrack to the Larry Clark film Kids, 1995, released as a single, not included until later on a compilation they released called, I think, Music for Kids or something like that. So it wasn't on the 94 album or the 97 album. It later came out on their compilation album. And the one thing that's always struck me about this track, it's a specific thought that I have had, and this comes from a club DJ standpoint. How has anyone not sampled that yet? How is it that no one has thought to sample that yet? Well, here's why. Because it was made for the movie, but it was released as a single, but it wasn't in the movie. And the single was only released to alternative and modern rock stations. So it didn't really get the massive exposure that it should have gotten. And I remember when this track came out, it was on a compilation from one of the labels. And they were like, hey, check out these tracks. And this wasn't included in their, hey, check out these tracks. It was just a buried song. I had heard it in a club, I think. And I remember seeing it and going to my boss and saying, bro, we need to add this track right now. And it did very well on modern rock tracks. But again, how has no one sampled that yet? Look, Folk Implosion, Natural One, that is straight up musical sex right there. That is such a groove. It's such a nice pocket. It's a warm environment that's created by the vocals, the bass, and the drums. And then when the guitar comes in, the guitar is what creates the light bounce. So there's the shaded bounce, the earth tone bounce that's created with that shuffle drum, the snare. He's probably using a brush on it. It's what it sounds like. That shuffle drum along with that nice throbbing cicadic heart rhythm that you have with the bass and drum creating that foundation. Well, on top of that, you get this nice little menthol. It sounds like he's barely touching the strings in the guitar. That guitar riff, the guitar thread through the track is what really gives the song the bounce and the light bounce, the breathing bounce. And what makes the song so 90s is that the vocals are normally the ones that do that. The vocals are normally the ones that give you that sing-song bounce. Not the case in Folk Implosion. And that's what I think drew a lot of people to the track, was that it was an unexpected giving life to the song, where you're normally listening for the vocals to do that, but right underneath, here's that really cool guitar, almost a sitar sound, almost a Middle Eastern sound coming through, and it bounces through that track. So even though the bass, the drums, and the vocal create what I would call a more shoegaze vibe, it's American shoegaze. So even though the vocals, drums, and bass create this almost shoegaze melancholy within the track, once that guitar starts really establishing itself in the track, that's when it really creates that nice bounce that goes through the song. And it's a sexy song. It is thick. It is rich. It is perfectly textured. It is a great example of mid-90s alt-rock sound coming out of the United States. The almost we're bothered to be here, but here's our awesome stuff, kind of vibe. So when you're listening to this track, everything falls into place, but it's really tied together. All of that swirling melancholy, all of that shaded earth tone in the song is suddenly brought to life and given these monochromatic colors by that simple guitar riff and stringing through the chord progression of the song. It's a great track. It's in the Wayback Machine. I can't believe it is 30 years old. I'm sorry, all you Gen Xers. Trust me, I feel it too. We have good knee and we got our right knee. So it's a 30-year-old track. Thank you for joining me in the Wayback Machine. It is the Folk Implosion, Natural One. I'll have it linked down below along with all of our social media and everything else. If you have a band, song, or a video that you want me to check out, get over to the Discord server. It's your one-stop shop for all things Wyldeside. Left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Read the pinned message. Drop a link, a brief description. I will get to your track when I can. Discord along with all of our social media linked down below. And again, thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark. You are the best darn subscribers in the world, and this is the Wyldeside.